Hello everyone, welcome to the 11th session of History of Class 9. We are discussing second chapter, that is the Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. We have already completed 10 sessions of this chapter. What was the last topic we were discussing in 10th session? The topic was after February. Now after February, between February and October, there was lots of things happen in Russia. February, revolution in Petrograd that we did in 9th session. What we saw there, we saw the monarchy rule was over. That means the Tsar Nicholas II was abdicated. Now in Russia, totally the monarchy rule was over. That means the rule of Tsar Nicholas II was over. Now after that, after monarchy rule, someone needs to run the government. Now who took over? There was a provisional government. The provisional government took over to run the government. Or you can say they made a provisional government. But the provisional government was dominated by whom? By army officials, landowners and industrialists. These people, they dominated who? Provisional government. And during that time, socialists and even the liberals also supported provisional government. Why these socialists and liberals supported provisional government? Because they want change, and somehow there was change. That means the monarchy rule got over. Now another things what we saw after February, we saw a person who was in exile came again back to Russia, and what he thought at the time, now it is the time to take power in Russia. Who was that person? That person was Vladimir Lenin, a person with well discipline, and also he want his group always to be in discipline. Now what happened after that? What happened when Vladimir Lenin came back to Russia? Now I just want to recapitulate few things from the 10th session. Please listen carefully. As I told you, in April 1917, when this person Vladimir Lenin, he came back to Russia, he thought now it is time to take over the power in Russia. Now he kept a 3 demand. That demand was Lenin's April thesis. That comes under the Lenin April thesis. That was a 3 demand. Now what was the 3 demand of Lenin? Number 1, as I told you in the 10th session, I'm just recapitulating the chapter. Please be carefully and listen. What was the first point? The first point, or you can say the first demand, was the war should be closed. That means the war should come to be end. Another demand of Lenin was the land should be distributed among the peasants. And the third demand of Lenin was the banks should be nationalized. The banks should be nationalized means the banks should be under the government. Now Lenin, his thesis, this kept awake to the people of Russia. Not only that, even the Vladimir Lenin, what he did, he changed his name of the party from Bolshevik party to what? To Communist party, just to indicate its new radical aims. That means to indicate his new things, his new thesis. Just to indicate new radical aims, he changed his name of the party from Bolshevik to the Communist party. So after that, there came lots of things changed, isn't it? Many things became legal. That means many before 1914, what happened during Tsar Nicholas II? There was no one allowed to form a association, union or a group. Or after that, what happened? After Tsar Nicholas II, this became legal. Now near about 500 groups were formed. That means 500 Soviets were formed. Factory committees were formed. Industrial committees were formed. Not only that, even in the army, the committee was formed. Now we can say this was the change. Now let's see. We'll discuss the topic of the 11th session, that is the Revolution of October 1917. Make sure you are with your book, page number 338. I'll read out the book and explain you. The Revolution of October 1917. As the conflict between the provisional government and the Bolshevik grew. That means the conflict between the Bolshevik and the provisional government grew. There was some misunderstanding, you can say there was some war about to go between this provisional government and Bolshevik. Now Lenin was feared the provisional government would set up a dictatorship. Now he was scared. Who was scared? Lenin was scared that if we give this opportunity, this provisional government to run the government, they might set up a dictatorship. Provisional government might set up a dictatorship. So that is the reason Lenin thought, now I should walk up for the country. I should do something for the country. So what Lenin did, he started discussing an uprising against the government. Now he started with the person, his near ministers, maybe the persons, head of the committees and all. He started discussing that. Now what should we do? If we leave this provisional government like this, they might set up a dictatorship. He was scared now. He wanted to do something for the country. So Bolshevik supporters in the army, Soviet, and the factories were brought together. That means now Bolshevik supporters in the army. Now see, as we already read that the provisional government was dominated by the army officials. Army officials were dominated provisional government. It doesn't mean that the 100% army was under provisional government. The few armies were also the supporters of the Bolshevik. And also the Soviet and the factories were brought together. That means all the members of the factories, there were members of the factories who supported Lenin thesis, isn't it? Lenin. And there were the Soviet, there were many groups, isn't it? And few groups, they also supported this one, Bolshevik party. That means the Lenin. So what happened? They all came together and started discussing with Lenin what we should do further. They all came together and started discussing what need to do against the provisional government. On 16th of October 1917, Lenin persuaded the Petrograd Soviet and the Bolshevik party to agree to a socialist seizure of power. Now, what happened in 16th of October 1917? Lenin persuaded means to make somebody do something by giving him or her a good reason. What happened? Lenin gave a good reason, the Petrograd Soviet and the Bolshevik party to agree. That means he gave good reasons to whom? To the Petrograd Soviet and Bolshevik party and made them agree to socialist seizure of power. That means the power of provisional government to be seized. A military revolutionary committee was appointed by the Soviet under Leon Trotsky to organize the seizure. That means a person named Leon Trotsky was nominated, or you can say appointed to organize the seizure planning. And what happened, the best thing was that the plan and the date of the event was kept secret. That means now when they gonna attack, that means when the Lenin's Bolshevik party is gonna attack the provisional government, this date was kept secret. The uprising began on 24th October. Sensing trouble, Prime Minister Kerensky had left the city to summon troops. Now what happened in October, 24th October, that means who is this Kerensky? This Kerensky is the Prime Minister of provisional government. That means we need some leaders, isn't it? Some ministers to run the provisional government. So at the time, this Kerensky was the prime minister of which government? Provisional government. So he sensed that something is coming. That means some trouble is coming now. After that, what he did? He left the city to summon troops. That means he left the armies in the cities areas and all. At dawn, military men loyal to the government seized the building of two Bolshevik newspapers. Many militaries was very loyal to the government. That means to which government? Provisional government. They were as loyal military also. What happened? They helped out provisional government. At the dawn means at dawn, D-A-W, dawn means like before sunrise. Before sunrise, the time is a bit dark at the time. At that time, what happened? The military man who was very loyal to the government, what they did? They seized the building of the Bolshevik newspaper. And what happened? Provisional government troops were sent to take over telephone and telegraph offices and protect the Winter Palace. But this was no use. Though provisional government, they seized the Bolshevik newspaper offices and all, telegraph offices and all, but this was no of use because Bolshevik party was already in a good plan. They were already in a good plan. So that is the thing, that this was whatever the provisional government was doing, that was of no use. In a swift response, what happened? In a swift response, as soon as the provisional government started seizing all this, capturing all the offices and all, what happened? Soon they started giving the response. In a swift response, the Military Revolutionary Committee ordered its supporters to seize government offices and arrest ministers. That means who? The Military Revolutionary Committee. That means somehow the army officials who was the supporter of the Bolshevik party, what happened? What they did? They formed a revolutionary party. So what this committee gave order? They gave order the supporters to seize government office and arrest ministers. That means provisional government offices and the ministers of provisional government to be arrested. So who gave this permission? Military Revolutionary Committee gave the permission. Other vessels sailed down to the Neva, and other vessels, that means all the ships, other ships, they sailed down to the Neva and took over various military points, the military points of provisional government. See, in any of the country, if you once you capture all the military points, that means the government is of no use. So the Bolshevik party, what they did, this slowly what happened? They started capturing all the military points. Now the provisional government is of no use now. By nightfall, that means before nightfall, the city was under the committee control. That means whose control? The Bolshevik control. And the ministers had surrendered. That means the provisional government, the ministers of provisional government, they all surrendered. At a meeting of the All-Russian Congress of Soviet in Petrograd, the majority approved the Bolshevik action. What happened? The Bolshevik party was given approved. By whom? By the majority Soviet of All-Russian Congress of Soviet in Petrograd. What other they thought? They thought that Bolshevik, whatever the Bolshevik is doing, they are doing correct. They are doing right. So that is the reason that Bolshevik was given approved in a majority. There was heavy fighting, especially in Moscow. There was heavy fighting in Moscow. But by December, what happened? The Bolshevik controlled the Moscow-Petrograd area. That means finally in December, by December, this Bolshevik party, they were a success to control all over Moscow and Petrograd area. Now we can say now that the government is under Bolshevik party. Now, totally now it is under the Bolshevik party. So somehow, now in this topic, we saw that the provisional government was defeated by whom? By Bolshevik party. In February Revolution, we saw Tsar Nicholas II, that means the monarchical rule got over. Now in this revolution, in October Revolution, we saw the provisional government was abdicated, or we can say the provisional government was captured by whom? Captured by Bolshevik party. And finally the Bolshevik party was successful to make its government in Russia. Hope you guys understood till here, right? Understood this topic. So make sure you please go through the book, go through the point. If you don't understand, please you can comment and make sure you make your question over there and send it to me, so I'll reply whatever the problem you have. Okay guys, till then, take care. For today, this much. We'll meet on another session. Till then, take care.